This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Stick around to the end of this video for a word from our sponsor today, Sheath. I hold in my hand a 39-page indictment of Democratic Senator Robert Menendez from New Jersey. Current, soon-to-be former, chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. A high post. I would not be doing my job. I would not be true to myself. I would not be true to you if I didn't talk about this. We talk about corruption in politics a lot on this channel. I repudiate the behavior and actions of Republicans who are on the grift constantly, who are constantly flouting the law, violating the law, whether it be criminal corruption in the case of Trump relative to business, whether it be criminal corruption relative to attempting to overthrow the United States government and ending democracy in our country. And I'm not a hypocrite, so I'm going to talk about Bob Menendez. There's some stunning corruption that is laid out in great detail in these 39 pages. The money that they found in his safe and safety deposit boxes has his fingerprints and DNA, as well as the alleged bribers, the alleged people who are his co-conspirators in this scheme. He's using his high office to enrich himself, and that should enrage you. This team sport thing isn't a game I play. If a Democrat acts incorrectly, they're going to get called out. And that is exactly what we're going to do here. I'm going to read a little bit from this CNN article that kind of outlines the accusations of corruption. Not his first time being indicted by the federal government, by the way. He was acquitted based on the fact that there was a hung jury. They couldn't come to a consensus on a verdict. Here's the headline: Senator Bob Menendez and wife indicted on bribery charges. DOJ seizes gold bars and $500,000. Here are the accusations of the corruption. Menendez is charged with 3 alleged crimes, including being on the receiving end of a bribery conspiracy. The conspiracy counts also charge his wife Nadine and 3 people described as New Jersey associates and businessmen: Wael Hanna, Jose Uribe, and Fred Diabas. I probably botched those. I apologize. Menendez and other defendants will appear in court at 10:30 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday. The group is accused of coordinating to use Menendez's power as a U.S. senator to benefit them personally and to benefit Egypt. In the indictment, prosecutors accuse Menendez of trying to sway the president's choice of the top federal prosecutor in New Jersey to benefit one of the business associates and to pressure the Department of Agriculture to protect a business monopoly another contact had from Egypt. The Department of Agriculture in 2019 had contacted Egypt to object to it giving Menendez's contact, Hanna, monopoly rights related to supplying halal meat to the United States. Yet Hanna met Menendez in his office along with others, including an Egyptian intelligence official, in May 2019, asking for help fending off the United States agency's opposition. The group went to a Washington, D.C. steakhouse for dinner that evening, the indictment said. There's photos of almost everything that I'm reading here. 2 days later, Menendez allegedly called an agriculture department official asking them to stop opposing Hanna's venture. When Official 1, this is from the indictment, when Official 1 attempted to explain why the monopoly was detrimental to U.S. interest, Menendez reiterated his demand in sum and substance that the USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, stop interfering with ISEG's halal monopoly. Official 1 did not accede to Menendez's demand, but ISEG Halal nevertheless kept its monopoly, the indictment said. In this indictment, they outline, again, in excruciating detail, the money that Menendez had. in safety deposit boxes, stuffed in jackets emblazoned with the United States Senate logo and his name, Senator Menendez. There are pictures of gold bars. Also, let me say this. If you have money in a safety deposit box inside of a bank and not in the bank itself, you don't deposit that money, that's for nefarious intent. That's to keep it out of the watchful gaze of tax authorities and others. And then when they get this money, and it has the DNA of all the parties involved, it's a straight line of corruption from the people who are bribing Bob Menendez and Bob Menendez and his wife. We deserve better than this. New Jersey deserves better than this. You don't get to be a public servant, an elected official, a high-ranking person in the United States government, and use that position rather than working in the public trust, but to enrich yourself, to promote monopolies in foreign countries, using your vast reach and influence as the Senate Foreign Relations Chairman. Disgusting, sickening self-dealing. Now, because of these allegations and the legal morass that will follow, certainly, Menendez is going to have to step down or be removed as the Senate Foreign Relations Chairman. Good. He should resign. Bob Menendez, senator from New Jersey, should resign. This evidence, it is not a case will be made. This will go to trial, but this is a damning account of corruption, a clearly worded, clearly stated, plainly outlined case of corruption. Allegations? Yes. But we, again, deserve better than this. If you're on the fence, let me say this. Let me make a case for this. If we look the other way when our team acts inappropriately, illegally, immorally, if we look the other way, how are we any different than when MAGA world looks the other way at Donald Trump's litany of crimes? How are we different? If we claim to be different and we want to have the moral high ground, we must talk about this. We must face this with integrity. And that calls for all of us to call on Senator Menendez to GTFO, resign. We deserve better. What do you think? I'd love to know. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you disagree, tell me. I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, daily at dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you appreciate what I do and you want to help support my work, click the join button below. Become a channel member for $2 a month. You can hit the super thanks button or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I'm on social media at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine, take care of one another, and stick around for a word from today's sponsor, Sheath. While they're not often visible on camera, I have actual tree trunks for legs. While these behemoths used to come in handy when I ran track when I was younger, believe it or not, I ran a sub-11 second 100-meter dash, now they just make it tough to find comfortable underwear. Of all the first world problems a person could have, I know mine ranks right up there. But this truly has been a rather consistent source of annoyance and discomfort. That is, until I found Sheath underwear. Designed by a U.S. military member while in Iraq, someone who knows the definition of discomfort, Sheath's underwear dual pouch system ensures your package won't stick to your leg, while also giving everything some space by separating your amigo from his maracas. Because of this technology, sheaths are recommended by multiple doctors and urologists and have over 20,000 five-star reviews. Tired of your eggs sticking to the pan? Head to sheathunderwear.com/Dollemore to score 20% off right now. Sheaths come in tons of designs and patterns and will arrive at your doorstep nearly instantly thanks to blindingly fast shipping and amazing customer service. My current favorites are the Airflow Mesh series, as they seem equipped especially for this worldwide heat wave we're currently experiencing. Oh, and Sheath also supports multiple charities like Socks for Soldiers and Doctors Without Borders, so you're doing good for yourself and you're doing good for the world simply by protecting the family jewels. The future of underwear is right now. Go to sheathunderwear.com/Dollemore to score 20% off on the underwear that will change your life. The old D and the B's will thank you.